Yo, YouTube, what's cracking like a jack and smacking? It's Wolf from video. Welcome to another episode of my team, QuickFire Tips. The first thing you want to do in this video is you want to go to your gameplay settings and turn the shot feedback off. Now, shot meter, you want to keep that on. So what's the difference between the two? Well, shot feedback, first of all, is the thing that tells you if your shot is slightly early, slightly late, or excellent, and it tells you the quality of the shot, A+ or F. And it's basically, honestly, not gonna help you. It's just a distraction. There's a lot of shots that it doesn't even match up with. I face YouTubers that complain about this during the game when I'm live chatting with them, and I don't use it. I only use a shot meter. You've never really seen it used on my channel in my team games. It sometimes comes up in my career, which I'm gonna change that. But the next thing you want to do, go to your coach settings and turn everything here to manual, because you want to control your team. Your timeouts, your substitutions, your point of emphasis, your offensive play calling, and especially your late game fouling. I've encountered a lot of people that have, the late game fouling turned on auto, and at the end of the game, when the game is close and your CPU decides to foul, you're just like, man, why are they fouling? It's just ridiculous. So that's why you want to put it to manual. Now, next thing you want to do is go to your controller settings. Pro stick, you can put it as anything you want. But the most important thing here is the automatic shot contest. You want to put this to manual, because if you put it to intense D or automatic, then the CPU, the game is actually going to control whether you jump or not. So if a player pump fakes on the other team and you're playing intense defense, then you're going to jump, and you don't want to jump because they can still move and still pass the ball. Now here's the lineup for my team. Of course, we got Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Durant off the bench. These two players are especially important to each of the lineups because they're both ISO players. Now, Kobe Bryant is also an ISO player, but it's always good to have at least one ISO player in your lineup at one time, because in case you're in a tough spot and you need someone to score in a quick fashion, you want an ISO player on your team such as Carmelo, Kobe, or Kevin Durant. Now, here's the thing I always do in the beginning of the games. You've seen this in almost every My Team video, is I win the tip, and as soon as I win the tip, I go off and I pass it off to my center. This is the best thing and the most easiest way to score in the beginning. And even if your center is guarded at first, you still have the ability to score quickly because the defense is not yet set up. And the reason why it's good to win the tip and not to let the opponent win the tip is that in close situations at the end of the game, the fourth quarter possession, the first possession is so important. And right here you see, even though I shoot a shot with Shaq contested, it still goes in. That's how powerful that thing is. The next thing you want to do on offense is to learn the post fadeaway. A quick, easy move to go to if you're in a hinge, if you're in a sitch. It's quite easy to pull off with your ISO player, or almost any player in this game. Almost every player in this game has a post fadeaway, which is ridiculous, 2K. Even if their post fadeaway is less than 50, they can still pull off a post fadeaway. So the post fadeaway is definitely one of those moves that you should go to. Even if you're double teamed, even if you're deep inside the paint, outside the paint, it's one of those easy moves. Another thing you want to do is control the pace of the game. Play your game style, man. If you like to run slow, run slow. If you want to take your time on offense, that's not me. I like to move the ball, I like to push the ball, I like to run off rebounds, off turnovers, off missed layups, anything that I have the ability to push the ball up the court, I do it, because for some reason in this game, all the players leak out and you get open shots, easy baskets, easy alley-oops. And another thing I always wonder is why people always complain when people shoot a lot of threes. I mean, unless you're actively trying to shoot threes by zigzagging, setting screens continuously and continuously doing dribble moves just to shoot threes, then yeah, that is 3-point cheesing. But other than that, play your game, man. People are just mad that you're getting wide open threes, that you're shooting threes at a high percentage. So yeah, don't worry about shooting too many threes, because honestly, you're just making threes. You're just making threes go in. And I mean, you can shoot a lot of mid-range shots too, a lot of paint shots too. So to me, it doesn't really matter what you do. But anyways, let's recap. So you want to change your settings, adjust your settings to what the best settings are for you. Set everything to manual, set auto shot contest, put that to manual. Make sure your coach settings are there too. What else is there? Master the post fadeaway, win the tip, and also, last but not least, control the pace of the game. Don't worry about shooting too many threes. Just play your play style, man. But anyways, and also have one ISO player in the lineup at all times. But anyways, YouTube, I'm out. Stay tuned for the 3rd episode, and peace!